Hi, we're back. Today we are back with face paints. I have decorated for the occasion. These are candles. We're doing Halloween makeup. I've never used face paints on myself, so this is going to be new. I ordered them and got these in the mail yesterday. So I have a white, a black, a yellow, a red, and a blue. So I have all the primary colors, so hopefully I can make any other color. I don't want to get something like really expensive, so I just got something to like try it because I haven't tried face paints before. So I have no idea what these are going to be like. Maybe they're dry and they're going to crack up, and I don't know. I think I've decided on watching one of Desi Perkins' videos. She did one in 2017 that kind of like stuck in my memory. She did like a blue denim thing. I don't have the lenses that she used specifically, and I'm not going to put in lenses. Like, I'm just going to try it, and then I guess we'll see where that leads me. This is what she looked like. I don't have the horns and I don't have the lenses. She also uses a thing to like get texture around the like where it looks like kind of skin that has like given out and torn flesh. I don't have that either, which, I mean, it's not really that necessary. Like, at least on camera, it doesn't show up that much, so I don't think that's gonna alter anything that much. I'm not sure, though, if maybe I'm gonna make it, like, red, or if I'm gonna make it, like, the blue that she did, because I'm not sure if I can mix that, because it's, like, a greeny blue. Obviously, I can make green and then try to make it blue, but, like, we'll see what we decide to do. I'll see what kind of colors I can mix, and then I'll decide if I want a red or if I want a blue. I'm gonna start like trying to just mix these up and get used to whatever this is. I don't really know. Do I need to put a layer of something underneath so that it doesn't get so drying on my skin, or is it not gonna stick if I do that? I'm gonna put some water in this and see how like opaque red it is, or if it's gonna alter more towards like a pink before I put anything through my eyebrows, because if I put a bright red through my eyebrows and then this comes out looking like pinkish red, then I would want to go with pinkish red all through that. I'm not sure if anything is gonna actually show up through my eyebrows. I don't think so, but we will see. So I have a little water jug that I use when I paint, so it's got some residual in here that doesn't come off anymore. I've never used face paint. I'm using the palette that's for like actual paints. If there needs to be any mixing, I can, yeah, that could be like a bright red. That could be like a true red. I like that. Ooh. Clean your brush as well after this, like pretty much when you're done, because I think this could stain potentially. I'm using this brand. No idea if they're good or bad. Haven't tried anything else to compare it to either. That's just a cheap alternative that I got. So now I'm gonna do what she did, and I'm gonna press some red into my eyebrows. I'm using the Viseart Gram Pro to get a matte red, because the color of this is gonna dry matte, so I don't want like shimmers. And I guess what I'm doing is basically just staining the skin around it, because it doesn't really do anything to like my actual brow hairs, because they're quite dark. So they still look the same. Just like pushing it in anywhere you can. Underneath here, I think, is probably where it's gonna show them. Oh my god, I look crazy. Imagine I just walked out like this. I mean, to be completely honest, if you did this and then just contoured with the red, you'd look terrifying. If you want to like look scary on Halloween, you'd be done looking fabulous. Okay, now I've done that. See what she does. Oh, she's doing her brows now, so I'm just gonna do what I normally do. Just a little bit at the end. She has quite sharp brows, the way that she has made them. If I were to make my entire brow sharp, they would be up by my forehead. So I will not be doing that. Oh my god, they look huge. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of this. Okay, now she's putting like an eyeshadow base on, so I'm just gonna put some concealer on, because that's usually what I do for a base. I feel like she's brought it like down here as well. It looks like she hasn't. I'm doing that. This looks quite dark for me without foundation on. I'm just gonna use a way bigger brush than she used. and just kind of tap that in. She said to go over the paint that you, the shadow that you put down to give it like a lighter feel. But I feel like mine just covered it up. I think a concealer probably is different than an eyeshadow base. So I don't think going over it with a concealer is gonna do you much good. Because it just made it go away for me. It just kind of faded it, blended it a bit. I look completely crazy, but that's fine. She's doing that same mixture of eyeshadows now on her lids. So I'm going to basically set my concealer with this red. Oh shit. Okay. I mean, we're working with it. It's fine. Didn't expect that. I don't know why I didn't expect that, but I did. I'm just tapping this all over the lid with that same shade that I pushed all through my brows. She had it like lighter up here though. This is like a powdery blue-white shade. I'm just gonna put that on the brow bone to try to give it a little bit more of a shape. This eye is not half as red as the other one. And she deepened up her crease after this. So I'm going to do that as well. And I'm now dipping into the like purpley shade to get like a really deep crease shade. Because the red underneath that wasn't quite as big of a contrast as I thought it would be. She puts on a liner now, so I'm just gonna try to quickly do that. I'm using the Inglot gel liner in black 77. We're using some Inglot Duraline, which basically just helps all of your cream products, if you have any cream products, to work as new again. I'm gonna try as best as I can to make the other one match. Okay, I think that's the best we're gonna get it. I say going back and fucking it up. I just wanted to sharpen the end up. We're gonna wait for those to get a little tacky. Like I don't need them to stick out like there's no tomorrow because I'm just doing this to like try it because I haven't used face paints before. So I decided to just like kind of try it out, follow along with like a tutorial or something like that. I might actually put some black shadow because she's putting, while those are like getting tacky, she used a black shadow just like through her crease to make that like really pop. So I think I'm going to do the same. I'm using the black shadow from Viseart in the Neutral Mattes palette. Crease brush or like a detail brush. Using some of that purple to really try to blend that. This got too high. Oh, I hate that eye. I think I might be able to put these suede lashes on. I mean, I think they're on. I look insane. And then just putting mascara through both of that. What did she say she did? Right. So I just used a white like pencil to just draw in bits that are basically gonna be like torn flesh, I guess. Then comes the fun part. We're gonna do the face paint. See how this goes. Oh, that's sheer. That's a lot of water. Oh, that's the color we want. Oh no, all the baby hairs. Always trying to join the party, you know? You embarrassed? I am. Oh my god, I look so weird. What do you do in your free time? Don't know. I'm now gonna use a smaller version of this brush that is never gonna have the same color again to just go in between of all of these shapes that are later on going to be like the torn flesh bits. The smaller brush for this will make your life so much easier. This would be a really pretty lipstick shade. Okay, I think that's gonna have to do for the in-between bits. It's a little streaky. So how was your day at work? Mine was okay. Okay, I think that's good. It's probably the most even coat that we are going. Make sure you moisturize really heavily if you have dry under eyes before you do this, because obviously it's water activated face paint and it's gonna be a little drying, because when water dries just normally, it sucks the moisture from your body to try to stay wet. Don't think it's gonna be terribly dry. I mean, it's gonna feel a little tight probably, because it feels a little tight here and this little wiggly bit right here, but we can live with it. Now I'm going to make a darker shade of red, so I'm just gonna mix in some black on my palette here that I showed you earlier. Lashes are not comfortable to wear. Maybe it's because of the band on these, but we'll live. I'm gonna make that darker shade of red. I'm just gonna make it a couple shades darker, nothing too intense, because I still want to be able to shade darker shade with the purple shade that I put in my crease along with the black. So I'm gonna try to keep it light enough so that that can contrast well enough. See, this shade right here is fantastic. Want more of that, like this. It's very tedious. This is so tedious. Make sure if you're doing this that you have time. Desi did these with what's the name of it? Makeup Forever. I think it's called their Flash palette. She did this with that one, and I think that's probably the way to go, to be completely and utterly honest, because this needs so many coats to look good. Okay, I'm not sure if the color got too dark when I was trying to make it even, and I feel like the color has kind of rubbed off a little bit. We can try to fix that a little bit. After she did this, she went in with a deeper color. What did she say? Yeah, so what you put in the crease, she says she puts on the lower lash line. I look more like a melting devil. Okay, you know what? We're just taking some water. We're thinning these out. Now I'm just started to shade the upper, wherever there's a curve. I'm putting black because this got a lot darker than I expected it to. I want this to dry. So wherever there's a curve, I'm just fading black from the edge and inwards. Now I'm just taking some of that deep purple shade, and I'm just kind of smushing it, and to hopefully make the paint look a little less streaky, because it does have some coverage to it. Looks like a flower over here. Does not look the way I wanted it to. Okay, I think that's the best we're gonna get. Honestly, I do. You know what? We are resulting to something I didn't think I would do. Okay, I've tried to help the mess. They got too dark. What I said I was trying to fix, it didn't really work. they got too dark, definitely. But I'm gonna try to shade around it to see if that helps. Putting some light in between the shadows and the shapes here and there to try to fix what's been broken, you know? I'm highlighting inside to try to make it look lighter. Since these didn't go too well, like I don't love the way that this looks, I'm trying to just make these little like shapes and stuff to kind of like make them stand out a little bit more, because the color of these definitely got too dark. So I tried to make it really black around the edges, and then I used the white to try to make it like lighter to make them look like they're like give them more depth. It didn't work that well. So now I've gone around with like white, these little spots here and there, and black to try to make it look like bruised and like hurt like around it. Oh shit, I took the paint off. I'm just gonna punch some red to that. And you don't really have to make it like texturous, because if you use this paint, it's quite chalky, if that's a way to describe it. So it makes the texture kind of come naturally. I'm gonna take a little brush like this. And I'm just gonna get the black and a little bit of that red, and I'm just gonna go around. Okay, we're just gonna use black because it worked a lot better. I'm just gonna go around with the black around the edge to make it not look so sharp. And then we're just gonna contour. Just gonna bring it from that up and like through the brow basically. I'm going around with all the black because I kind of want to tie in why like this around is so dark. I felt like it looked a little unbalanced to just have like this really dark stuff happening around here. I'm gonna give my nose a little bit of a contour. I'm going off script here. I don't think Desi did this, but her paint was way more creamy and worked in a better way, so she could shade way better, and hers, she didn't have to go like 4 layers on top of each other from what you could see on the video. Definitely became too dark and I couldn't really get the effect that I wanted. So I'm going off script a little bit and just trying to even out the darkness a little bit, and I think I kind of did that. And I think that's it. I have a wig downstairs, but I'm not gonna go get it just yet. I wonder if you just let your hair out, will it look really weird? If you just let your hair down. As I did do my ears, I want them to show because I'm gonna have to get that out of there. Yeah, I mean, I obviously didn't paint the back of my neck. Wearing your hair up, you should probably do that. Or if you have really short hair. But I think that's it. So I tried it. I look nothing like Desi. This got too dark. I'm kind of disappointed in how that's looking. Actually, this is looking kind of nice. I'm going back in with the white because I feel like that's what's helping this. I'm gonna put some mascara on my lower lashes and then we're done. Okay, I'm not sure how I feel this went. I'm gonna do this so you can just see what it looks like. I don't hate it. I mean, I did for a bit, so I tried it. Let me show you what Desi looks like. Desi's makeup looks like this. As you can see, mine doesn't look anything like it. I definitely think bringing it down like all the way down to here with like the dripping effect would definitely help. However, these shapes that I made got way too dark because the paint, I had to do like 4 coats. And once you do 4 coats with a little bit of black in it, it turned way too dark. I tried to backtrack and I tried to take some of it off and make it lighter. Didn't really work. So then I just went in with the black, and then I went in with the deep purple shade at the top here to try to like make it look more that color, because that was initially the color that I was going to try to like shade with, but it turned out to be like darker than that color. It was like basically black, and you can't really shade black, so I tried to go in with black, and then I went in with just straight white and try to make it look lighter so it looked like there was some shape there. I don't know, I don't hate it, but I don't love it. I think if I did it again, it would probably be a lot better, but it is my first time trying it. I'm somewhat happy with the outcome. I mean, I wouldn't be like sad walking into like a Halloween party looking like this. I would definitely do something to my hair. Maybe get yourself like a just all white wig to like contrast the red. Could probably be cool to like make that pop. Okay, I've just put my hair up in a little bun. I just threw a wig on. Put this on very like half-heartedly. How do we like it? Does it look weird? I think it might look a little weird. No, I'm probably gonna get rid of the wig. It doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't fit. It's too light for what's going on. Like a dark haired wig I think would be good. So what I said before about the white wig, I'm not sure if that's a good idea anymore. Looking at this, it looks really blue in the camera. It's not, it's like gray white. But yeah, no, I'm gonna get rid of this. I don't know if I have anything more to say than that. I think it looks okay. I think the issue isn't that it doesn't look good or like okay. I think the issue is that it doesn't look the way that I intended it to look, and I think that's my biggest issue here. I like the way the eyes came out. I'm somewhat happy with it. Maybe I should have contoured my ears a little bit. They're looking really bright red. You know what? I'm gonna leave them. I'm okay with it. I don't love it, but I'm okay with it. I'm gonna leave you with that. You've seen me do this and try this, and I'm going to obviously link Desi's video down below. I'm sure most of you know who she is. She has tons of Halloween tutorials and other tutorials as well. So definitely go check her channel out, and definitely check the video out if you're thinking of doing this, because mine didn't work out as planned. But I'm going to leave you with that. I hope you all had a great morning, day, or night. Please subscribe, like the video if you liked it, and I will see you next time. Bye. I mean...